All right, we're here. Let's do it. We got Eddie on the left versus LynxXUnlimited on the right. This will be a really cool match. Commentating here with Ryan Ford. What's up, Ryan?
Yo, what's good? Big chillin', big chillin'. But how are
Yeah,
you?
this is exciting. I'm good. I'm happy to comms this. As you know, I did race Lynx earlier in the tournament. You know, cheesed out a little bit of a dub, and now I'm sure Lynx is on a tear. Um, since then I've been knocked out by Drewski, but I'd love to see Lynx cook. Eddie, the rap rando player Eddie is doing pretty well in this tournament. Obviously, he has a very good time, but he hasn't been playing any percent at all. So I wasn't really expecting Eddie to, nail these like sick times, but honestly, Eddie's had like amazing times.
Yo, so true.
But Lynx has been grinding, and Lynx has been. I always joke how Lynx is never more than plus or minus 10 on his PB, like the most consistent player ever. So if Lynx is in form, he's going to be tough to beat. Either way, I'm hoping they both pop off. I want to see a good race. But I think we're all ready, so I think I'll quit out. I'm really noob at this whole like commentating thing, so I'm in the race time lobby. They're both ready. I'm gonna message them, and let's see.
Yeah, it looks like they're ready. So
I will quit out. I think I'm doing this right.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna start here in 10 seconds.
Yeah,
Oof.
there's a bit of stream delay, so it'll probably be a bit later. But we'll see.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm not.
Yeah. A lot of times it's been like 40 seconds like delayed.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Wait,
not
really?
an accurate number, but it's like a range of like a minute.
So if I say 10
seconds.
oh, now I'm confused.
Yeah, because you can see the race times already underway, like 20 seconds at this point, but on our feed,
okay.
It's not live yet, right?
So when I told the stream we're starting in 10 seconds, they're getting the impression that, okay, so why haven't they started yet? Oh, my bad, y'all.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Oh, it's because the Discord delay to us. Is that the case?
Yeah, and the restream itself as well.
See, Ryan's got to tell. Ryan's like the master of SGL and GDQ hotfixes. Like, this is Ryan's domain.
Right? Yeah, I'll try to resync it up once Eddie's timer ends up starting as well.
Okay.
So currently we got Lynx. So I think it's about like a 19-second delay. So
you guys, lucky Ryan's here, because when he's like, yeah, I'll sync it up, I'm like, my brain starts exploding. I'm like, how is he doing this? I don't know where he's doing this, but here we go. We're in series. Some people's favorite part of the game and some people's least favorite part of the game. Ryan, where do you fall on that?
Oh, definitely least favorite part of the game.
That's funny because I'm the one who sort of showed Ryan the ropes, and I kept pressuring Ryan to get in the SM, and Ryan was learning on his own, but I did kind of show him the route, and we did a training session. So, like sensei, like pupil, I also do not like series. Is my least favorite part of the game.
Exactly. And then I guess for other lore stuff, you've also taught Eddie, right?
I did teach Eddie. Interestingly enough, I met Eddie with some other friends, and we played Valorant a lot together, and poker, and Eddie and I just became really good friends. And Eddie is actually one of my like early on stream supporters. He would watch my stream a lot, and always hang out and support me, give me some stream ideas. And I knew Eddie was really good at games. I kept pushing. I'm like, hey Eddie, like I think it's time for you to learn SM, man. And so I taught him PKRD, even though he had never ran the game before. And he started with that route. I knew he'd grind a lot, and look at him now. And now he's like, Imit who? Imit huh? Yeah. So yeah, he's doing well.
Right? Yeah, that's super dope.
Yeah.
I guess anime speak, he's my senpai then, since you taught him first.
Yep. Is that how that works? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it's like my senior, I guess.
Right.
But yeah, so it looked like they both cranked out about what was it, mid 45 for these?
Yep, mid 45s. They're pretty synced up. Man, I'm trying to think. I don't think Lynx is going to do. The thing is, it's funny. Eddie has a better PB. But his PB right now is like, at the time, is a little bit of an outlier. He got what we call a god run. Basically, he got the best run essentially possible he could at the time. But since then, Eddie has non-stop been playing SM just in different forms. So he's not like necessarily rusty, but he's definitely rusty to any percent.
Exactly.
However, he's still busting 42s, and I think that's really impressive to still do that. So it's funny, you can kind of like Lynx, even though Eddie has the low 41, Lynx could still potentially play safe and do PKRD versus Eddie, which sounds weird because generally you wouldn't want to do that versus a stronger runner. But just because Lynx is a little bit more in form and more in tune with any percent. But honestly, I don't think we'll see that. Like, Eddie could still bust huge times and keep Lynx on his toes. So, you know, you never know what's going to happen here.
Absolutely. Because and also I think Eddie's also like very consistent, but yeah, as you mentioned, how he had like the one god run and currently, oh my god, commentators curse.
No, well, that was actually a really cool backup, honestly. But yeah, I mean, he missed. But that's the thing about any percent, though. You just, regardless of how good you are or how consistent you are, if you're not grinding any percent, like, you're just going to mess up some rooms. Like, some rooms are just going to be struggies.
100%. Yep.
Like, it's just too hard. Any percent's too hard. You have to grind rooms. You have to stay with it. There's a cool backup, though. I mean, that backup on Construction Zone was pretty nice. We're going to see a little bit of a different strat here. So Lynx is doing what we call the Behemoth climb, which is these ledge grabs, and Eddie's doing the wall jump climb. And actually, you can maybe have seen it, but Eddie actually caught up a bit on that climb. And Eddie's catching up on Parlor. Oh my god. That is actually crazy. See, holy Eddie man. Just cooked climb in Parlor. Actually made up like what, a second and a half there? That's kind of insane. Wow. Honestly though, Eddie has really good climb in Parlor times. Lynx can get them too, but it looks like Eddie was really pushing that climb in Parlor. Probably wanted to try catching up after mistakes. I don't know. That was just a really solid time. It was cool seeing that catch up. And now they're in sync again.
Yeah, do this. It was crazy.
That was nuts. All right, what kind of trees are they dining on tonight?
Okay, they both got
nice,
some good
solid.
Yeah, it's like plentiful drops all spread out too.
Yep. Yeah, neck and neck. So what I'm curious about, and I guess we won't really know till we ask them later, but the interesting dynamic I think with racing is, when do you look at stream? Like, when do you look at how your opponent's doing and then base your strategy off of that? You know?
Yo, eyes on the back of your head, looking at all times during a race.
So, some people do that. I don't think that's a good idea. So, there's only a few decisions that I think you need to make. And it's like, you know, if I'm way ahead at like Ridley, do I grab the A tank? If my opponent's like super, you know, if my opponent died, I save, you know, stuff like that. Basically, the more ahead of you, more ahead of your opponent, the more safeties you can take to guarantee your win. Like, if I'm like 2 minutes ahead of someone for some reason, I'm probably grabbing like 4 tanks minimum. 4 tanks, 20 missiles, maybe 5 tanks. I don't know. Honestly, that's excessive. I think that Ridley E-Tank is probably the biggest safety that we'll see, if we see one.
Yeah, I think so. Because I guess probably the possible big divide is gonna be like Moat and Fantoon for the early part. So
it's crazy how much that can affect this race. Moat and Fantoon are huge,
depending on what happens. But yeah, my bad. Continue.
Oh no. I guess you're right. So let's say if Eddie falls in the moat 10 times, right? Then Lynx could maybe see that at bowling alley and be like, oh, I'm like 2 minutes ahead. I'm just gonna go PKRD.
Exactly.
That could be an option and probably kind of a smart racing move. So yeah, you're right. I think you're right. You could check at moat and then you could look, but I wouldn't look at stream personally until bowling alley because
Yeah, exactly.
I like to cover it. I actually during my races I had my phone on and I was just like I had it covered and then I would like uncover it during bowling alley and like G4 and that's about it.
That's a good idea. I think at least so it kind of like removes the distraction, but lets you be able to urgently check if you need to.
Yep. And Lynx said he actually gets nervous looking at the race. So he tries to never ever look. So he says he'll peek at bowling and then he'll decide if he wants to peek at G4, depending. Like you said, because he said during our race, he didn't really want to look, but he had to know if it was close. So when he looked at G4 and saw we were like tied at G4, he got really nervous. He said, and then he ended up getting grabbed by Baby. So I hope that doesn't happen, you know? So we'll see what he does. Maybe he won't look this time. I really don't know. I'm curious.
And we had a lead change for a brief moment.
Yep, a little lead change for a sec. It's still super close. I mean, they're actually running like really solid. This time right now is really nice.
Yep.
8:31, 8:31. Yep. Eddie, again, I'm not trying to just like, you know, the thing is, Lynx is so solid that him running in 8:31 is like normal. I just think Eddie running in 8:31, not running any. Oh,
ooh, that's bad.
It's actually really rough. It's some added anxiety. Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, right, because he got the super when he did the extra farm earlier. So.
Okay. So Lynx. Yeah, so that was really scary for Lynx. That was really scary for Lynx because getting hit by a caterpillar can add a lot of extra anxiety.
Indeed. Okay, one farm for Eddie there.
Man, this is a crazy race. This is my pupil and my mentor. I bet it's for a little more lore. Lynx is one of the first people to really push me in SM, or like encourage me rather. You know, when I started, Lynx has seen me from my start, and he also is one of the biggest reasons that I continued doing one rounds and pushing for it. Also, Eddie hitting CWJ. My man shows no nerves. He's just sitting there. I execute CWJ. I press button now. You know, no emotion. My man's just cooking. But luckily, Lynx right behind him did not falter. Got the HBJ. I'm really happy they both got across moat first try. By the way,
same. Yeah, they're cooking out some really good times too right now.
They are. It's actually really solid.
Yeah, for like a one shot race.
Yep. Yeah, Eddie with a little bit of a lead here now. Just if you do look at this entry time. 10:15 entry time from Eddie. Okay, you know what? I just remembered why Eddie's sweating out right now. He's like, I'm gonna get a 41 at in this race versus Lynx. I'm like, no, you're not, dude. And he's like, I will. And I said, if you get a 41, I'll T3 to you. So, you know, I'm kind of hoping no.
Oh my gosh.
Is that why he's playing out of his mind? What's going on? Okay, and actually not the best Doppler, and he didn't get all his missiles there.
Oh, Lynx got double hit.
Lynx had really... Okay, Lynx had a really scary health percentage right now. A flame will kill Lynx here. A flame or Fantoon hit. Yeah, just give him the mid.
This mid right here.
Oh my god, that was so clutch.
Right,
very,
so
very
get
nice.
a free round since he doesn't have enough ammo.
Yep. That was extremely clutch by Lynx. I wasn't even looking at Eddie's screen because I was so nervous for Lynx just now.
But he's on the third round as well.
Yep, third round. And wait, what?
Lynx with the better RNG too.
Yeah, I think Lynx was a little nervous there. Fantoon was definitely in kill percent, but Lynx let it go off screen. But yeah, you know, they're giving us a better race because a little bit more synced up. Let's go. And Lynx taking the lead.
Exactly. Like I think Lynx could have done like a 3 missile Doppler and killed him.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that is crazy.
Killed him on screen. Yeah.
Well, rough Fantoons for both of them. They had insane entry times, really good times, but you know, definitely some rough Fantoons and a little bit of a lead swap.
Steppy in the chat. The trash talk.
There goes the 41s. So here's the thing. In this situation, I think Lynx first of all, I think they could both still 41. But it's going to be less likely for Eddie just because he's like way more rusty. I think Lynx could still do it. It's definitely a lot harder though. And also now my T3 is probably safe. So thanks, Eddie, dude. Shout outs to Fantoon, my boy Fantoon.
Looking it up. I think it might have given him a triple slow. I wasn't actually looking. But...
It was pretty bad. I didn't see Eddie's pattern, but I know it was worse. And I was just so nervous for Lynx. My eyes were wide open and my peepers peeled. He had 28 HP. He shot the mid on the right and had to roll under the fire and then get the health. It was like insane what Lynx did. Really nice addicts by both of them, by the way. Addicts can be so tough. A little bit of an early bomb from Eddie there. It's kind of an annoying little mistake, and it always costs more than you'd think. Like that, loses a second. It's crazy. You just miss the bomb up by 1 second.
Yep. Because in this game, like SM bombs take pretty long to explode too, relative.
Yep.
To some of the other games.
Yep, exactly. So you have to recognize. You have to recognize that the bomb was off, so you can quickly, recover from that. But wow, okay, this is still really close. Lynx taking a little bit more of a lead here, but I mean, this lead is nothing. This is like two missed wall jumps or one missed ledge grab away, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is what I'm curious if they look. So this is interesting. I bet they both feel bad about Fantoon. And if they look here, they'll see that they're actually, tied up, meaning, looks like, my opponent also kind of shambled at Fantoon. I think that's or they're like, maybe they shambled at Moat because you could have fell in Moat and had this time as well. So yeah, if they looked, they'll know they're even. I just don't know if they did look. Who knows? I'm always curious about that mind game situation and if they're looking and reacting from that. But yeah.
Yeah, I think Eddie. I'm pretty sure Eddie watches because he sometimes types in chat when during races as well.
Right, but isn't it better to watch your actual opponent's stream? I assume though, or I don't know. Oh, maybe not.
Because you'd see it live, right? Rather than
Oh, but then you wouldn't know how it is compared to your time. Yeah. So when I watch, I just watch the SGL. But you're right.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because if it's too delayed, they might actually miss.
Right. It could mess with you. Yeah. Oh, that might have looked strange. What Lynx just did, I completely understand. But it's why is Lynx just sitting there crouching? Lynx did a little bit of crouch lock. There's this weird thing where you go into crouch and then you go to act out of crouch, but your inputs get sort of eaten, and that's why we call it a crouch lock, which can also happen when running into walls. So it's a really awkward crouch lock just now. Lynx wasn't just sitting down there, having a picnic. Oh no. Okay, you know what? I don't even feel bad for Eddie because every time I'm there and I bomb and shoot, and Eddie's like, "You do that so slow, man." And I'm like, every time I do it faster, I never get my shot out. I was like, okay, I'll go faster. And then what Eddie just did is exactly what I do every time. I just don't shoot if I try to go fast. So I take it a little slow there. And I think that's what just happened.
A little bit of karma.
Yeah, a little bit of karma. No, I mean, I'm kidding. Obviously, you want to push and go as fast as possible. It's just kind of funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see what strat Lynx does here.
Ooh, yeah, since he's nearly full of ammo, then is he gonna still farm and double down back? Oh, okay.
No, I think Lynx was talking. I was talking with Lynx because Lynx been trying to update his strats a bit, and he's talking to me about the double down back. So I was curious if he went for it. Looks like Eddie went for it. I just like it. I think it looks cool, and I like the strat it enables for leaving that room, aka business center. Yep. But yeah, they're both still playing solid. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can count this second lead. See what we got cooking up here. Still not much.
Yeah, it's probably probably guess about 9-10 seconds.
Yep, 10 seconds. Exactly 10 seconds at the moment.
Ooh, okay. So pretty tight race.
Yeah, this is still really tight. Again, this is like all it takes is one bubble mountain shambles, and suddenly, you know, they're even. Still pretty solid time too.
And then the business center, like we got to see how fast like Eddie got to plow through that room pretty much.
Yeah, it's a really cool strat and it looks really nice.
Yeah, it was like crazy tight ledge grabs too. It was sick.
Ooh, that was a fast room by Lynx. This room doesn't always look that impressive, but doing it really fast is kind of hard. Looks like, I wonder if Eddie buffered and shot again on purpose. I don't really know, but it looked like Eddie farmed there. He might have just been playing it safe. Not too sure.
Yeah, maybe
if that was accidental or not.
From the
yeah, I mean, his resources are really solid, so I was a little confused by the farm, but I mean, it's a race, so I'm also all for playing it super safe in a race, honestly. Just having like max resources. I think that's like a whoa, a little farm there too. 2 supers. Yep. Okay. All right.
Getting paid.
My goodness.
Geez, the top strat though.
Okay, nice. Lynx cooking up Bubble Mountain. Lynx is cooking. The thing is, he's so consistent, man. Oh, skipping the drops on the way in. Okay, nice backup by Eddie. Wow. Yep. Really, really solid. Will Eddie really farm here or just leave? Oh. Okay, well, yeah, he's out now.
Assuming after all those bonks going up, then he's probably like not down to farm anymore. And then I'm assuming because he's trailing a bit, that might play it risky and do like 1 farm and go.
I think in this scenario, this is tough. If he's really, the thing is, it's hard watching with the delay, honestly, because he might not know how much he's like trailing yet. But I personally would at least do 2 farm here if I'm Eddie still.
Yeah, Lynx had the same resources and 2 farmed just now.
Yep.
Like the exact same count.
Oh
shoot.
Okay, Eddie getting a slightly better hookup, but oh wait, is it better? Yeah, slightly better because Lynx, 1 extra super. Lynx opting to missile that door, so their super count will be the same. Eddie will just have a bit more missiles here. Both grabbing this extra missile pack, which I actually just main this now. Zenny also mains it. There are reasons why even just getting this in general is like pretty good and not really a time loss, and in some circumstances can actually even be a time save, which I can't really ever get to work, but it's still, you know, it's solid, and it makes it a lot safer in the Metroid rooms later, which we'll see.
Yep.
Now here's another big crossroads, and this can definitely swap the leads or make a lead gap even further. Oh, Lynx doing that D-boost strat. It's really cool. That D-boost strat in here, it's pretty wild.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've seen a few people talking about it in each other's streams and like practicing it a little bit over the.
All right, Lynx getting a lava spark attempt here. Ooh, nice, very clutch. Lynx is playing really well. Like, this time is still solid. Actually, definitely a 41able pace still. So very nice. Eddie following right behind. Double lava spark. Man, I'm happy they're both playing well. Yeah, this is sick. I mean, the only thing that's gone sort of bad is like Fantoon, but otherwise, just really solid runs from both of them so far. That's awesome that they both got that. Man, this is close, actually. Now I'm getting nervous.
Man.
Look at that short charge by Lynx. Oh my goodness, dude. God. Please teach me the ways. I don't understand.
Dude, so I've been trying to go for top shelf now, and I'm like starting to shambles like short charges like crazy. Like this past week.
Cannot help you, man. My short charges are like toddler level. Honestly, I've been struggling. We need to learn from Lynx.
Yeah, I got
Lynx's short charges are so good, actually.
Yeah, that one just looks like he got it charged up like so
Yeah,
far from the edge too.
my man had that short charge like 4 rooms before he even got the pillars. Like,
exactly. 4 rooms. All right,
Lynx getting some health
charge.
here. Yep, Lynx getting health here. It's actually really nice. Neither of them shambling, by the way. They both got through worst room in the game. They both got pillars. They're still playing extremely well. They both got this sparks. So Eddie's still right behind him. No shambles. Lynx is playing super consistent. Okay, commentator's curse. I'm the worst. Okay. Oh, a little bit of a crouch lock. Okay.
Yeah, I thought the spikes might like eat him because he's
So he was fine as long as he doesn't go for a double KO in that situation. Double KO would have been really bad because you would then probably get hit by the other one. Eddie also not really getting that there, but didn't shamble as bad, I think.
Yep.
Ooh, oh wait, no, did he also get hit?
Out of ammo there.
Oh, did get a little bit of a scam. I mean, Eddie's slightly missing the spark. Actually, this evens up their ammo situation. This is wild. They both have solid health, but not the best ammo. We're gonna see a little bit of a. Wait, is Eddie? Does he not have his? Oh, he's doing beam fight.
Yeah.
Oh, he always does beam fight. Duh.
Yeah.
But that's super save at the end at least. Okay, so they're both doing beam fight. Ridley has, Lynx has 2 more supers on Eddie though. Eddie a few more missiles, but yeah. Oh, really rough start from Eddie too. Yeah, this is actually this is an extremely rough start from Eddie. Okay, Eddie just needs to, relax, stay composed. Lynx, meanwhile, destroying this Ridley fight. Definitely a shambles start from our boy Eddie. But and Lynx has kind of cleaned this up. He did. The double tail hit though, it's nice to keep he's kept his composure. He didn't shamble more, but the double tail at the start was really brutal.
Yeah.
Lynx is tearing Ridley up though. This is probably going to cement a little bit of a lead here. Eddie's actually missed like 6 or 7 shots now.
Yeah.
Because they were
during the pogo.
Yeah. Lynx was only really ahead by like 10 seconds here still, and this is going to suddenly change into like a 30-second lead minimum.
Yep.
Another hit here. The shot block from the tail.
Dude,
this is pretty unfortunate. Eddie should still be fine here, but it's definitely a little bit scary, and this now gap is slightly widened. Man, that was pretty rough. But I still believe in Eddie. He can do it. I'm not too sure what he's gonna do here. Okay, looks like he's not gonna get the tank. Eddie knows, hey, like, I can't play safe here. Ooh, he got so hooked up. That's exactly what Eddie needed to like not feel too bad about this decision. Yep. Oh my goodness. All big health and supers. That is crazy.
Yeah. He got paid on those drops. Holy crap.
Oh my goodness. Yo, check his hitbox, dude. Is it manipulating the data? What's going on here? No, but I'm happy. Now Eddie can just think about his rooms and think about the segment, try to catch up. Meanwhile, Lynx, as I said, one of the most consistent players ever. Lynx is cooking. Did you just see that room? He's actually like room grinding out here. Lynx is like unstoppable at the moment.
Yep, flawless.
Man, Lynx is
3 Musketeers. He's like really healthy coming in.
Oh yeah. Oh, even got.
Excellent.
Oh, okay. A little bit of a scam situation, but still totally fine. Had plenty of health to take a hit. Yeah, Lynx kind of just cementing his lead right now. Oh, a little bit of a mess up with the bombs. Okay, Eddie cooked that room too. Oh, the little door bonk. The door bonk here is actually really bad. Nice. Good recovery though. Good recovery. It's bad because you don't have that speed coming in. Then you have to do kind of a backup strat. A lot of super drops here for Lynx, which is really nice. So Lynx is really solid. Eddie, no! Eddie, a little bit of okay, nice, very good recovery. That early hit there is a little scary, ruins the manip, and then suddenly you're in an extremely tense situation. Oh my god, really happy Eddie pulled through.
Because they're all the key hunters could get in the
Oh
way, but
my
his
goodness.
iframes lasted just enough to get through the second guy. Oh my
That
God.
was actually really scary. Okay, so Eddie's still cooking. Eddie's still doing his best. He's having some rough rooms, but he's persevering. Ooh, very nice Bubble Mountain by Eddie just now.
Coin? Yeah, that unmorphed down back to slide around that edge.
27-12 entry for Lynx here into Kraid's lair. I'm gonna try to see, but it's looking like a little bit of a gap here now. Probably around like 30 seconds. We'll see.
I think so.
I
Sounds
still
like your tier 3 is safe now.
I think it's safe. I mean, I wanted them to pop off, in an ideal world. They're both running 40, low 41s in a race, but I think they're still playing really well. I mean, Lynx's time right now is still extremely solid. Lynx could actually still 41 here. Actually, not even a 30-second gap at the moment. Looks like about 28 seconds or so, 27 seconds. So honestly, that's not that bad. One missed full halfie and suddenly okay, there's like 10, 15 seconds. So Eddie can still make plays here. Really still anyone's race at this point.
Yep.
And there's no more safeties to take too, really. There's not a lot of options, so it's still scary, they're still going to be on Mother Brain with 3 tanks, just 20 missiles, 3 tanks. There's no more options to take safeties, essentially.
Yeah, so gotta go all in at this point. At least put enough pressure to to make Lynx pretty much go all in at this point.
Yep, exactly.
And not be able to have any insurance to survive the end game.
Yep. Yeah, this is kind of Eddie's chance. Eddie, so Meridia, we often call it when you're on good pace here. There's a term we say, Meridia meltdown. There's Meridia has so many points at which you can just completely collapse and lose a ton of time. We have Batoon, we have Full Halfie, we have Dragon, and then we have Spike Suit. There are 4 chances to suddenly lose up to 30 seconds. So there's a lot of points here that can completely turn the tide.
Yeah. Right there's kind of a bit of a time loss there. Getting hit by the fish and everything.
Right. Yeah, that fish actually can do a lot of damage too and then ruin your momentum.
Yeah, Lynx has to also be careful not to get hit twice by Batu. Otherwise, the drops could be. Well, he would get health bombed pretty much. So
yeah. I think nowadays
he won't get hit more than once, but we'll see.
Right. At least I think with modern strats, I don't really know what strats Lynx is cooking. I think he's doing the missile one, and if you do the missile strats, you actually never should get hit. So let's see what he does. Yep, he's gonna do missile here. But that was so much confidence by Lynx just now. That is insane.
Beautiful.
That was crazy. That was so nice. That was such a confident Bontoon. Oh my god.
And a Yahtzee. I'm not gonna yell like Hockey Towner though.
Very nice. Yeah, Lynx is cooking with the Yahtzee too. Let's see if Eddie can also annihilate. Oh no! Oh, luck. There's a little bit of well, not luck, but oh no. Okay. What's Eddie gonna do here? This is a rough situation. He's got to do charge shots now. Yeah, he's getting a little bit aggressive too, because he doesn't want to get in the corner. He wants to end this right now. This is what I was saying though. If there's so many things in Meridia that can melt down, just slightly off with the X Factor, and actually no hookups for Eddie really, no super. So Eddie will have to now farm the sand pits.
That's a big punish. Jeez.
It may have seemed like Lynx got really hooked up earlier, and people kind of also think that. But what sort of really happened is Lynx doing the missile setup. Batoon did drop supers, but you're always set up when you do that missile opener. You don't need as many supers to drop if you do the missile setup. So yes, Batoon dropped stuff, but Lynx also set up success for himself anyways. Nice. Yeah, exactly. Dude, Lynx is literally on it. This is just every day for Lynx. This is kind of what I'm saying. This is, this is just every day for Lynx. He just hits these. A double bomb jumps up with blue suit. Dude, Lynx isn't missing a beat.
Yep, he's gone.
Yep, he's actually out of here. Lynx is
Yeah,
seriously cooking. Oh my god.
Jeez, they're over a whole Dragon apart now at this point.
That is so good.
Yeah, clean. Yeah, definitely a rough break for Eddie, but still not over, of course. But
It's not over, but I will say a lot of things have to now. Now, a lot of things do have to fall in place for Eddie to have a shot here. Eddie definitely needs to cook this Dragon.
yeah,
So
it's
here's the
game
thing.
Blues at this point.
Yeah. So Lynx, basically what can happen here that can put, oh no. I think Dragon has very little HP, probably one missile away, but Eddie wants this blue suit.
Ooh.
This is fine. Yeah. Okay, get spike suit. That's nice. Eddie can still farm here. He'll have a lot of life. He'll get life and supers. This means he'll be in really good shape.
Hoping.
Yeah.
I swear that I have more health than this, and I like barely have a good amount of health after Dragon. Like almost.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, honestly, this is I think just enough to spark, maybe a little less. Yeah. I think he'll be in health bomb range. I think he's going to slightly come up short here. Oh, he jumped a little forward. He might yeah. Actually, this is really good to land on this platform. Really, really good. It's way better than falling down below. So that's really solid.
Exactly.
So here's the thing. If Lynx right now has a strong enough lead to get grabbed by Baby and be fine. And having that comfort of like not getting nervous there is going to be, I think, a relief for Lynx. But the biggest tragedy that could happen right now is if the drops are horrible. But even if they're horrible, Lynx can recognize that and just refarm room 4. So some stuff does have to go pretty wrong for Lynx at this point for Eddie to catch up. But we'll see what happens.
Yep.
Lynx doesn't have a ton of health. And I will say the scariest part about this is Metroid Room 1, I think.
You can die to a mistake.
Yeah. I think you can play it. I think if you're not trying to go super quick, you can play a little safe, but I'm a little scared. You know, I'm always scared of Metroid Room 1.
Yeah, if you screw up, it could be very close to dying.
Yeah. I don't know what strat Lynx goes for here. If he does the Dragonlon or if he does the kind of safer group up strat that takes more HP. Lynx does have enough HP for that, so I'm not too sure. The Gather one, yeah, the Dragonlon strat is a little bit riskier because it can cause one of the Metroids to go crazy and run away. But the other strat takes a lot more HP, so we'll see what Lynx does here.
Yeah,
I do think this is the scariest room. Yeah.
The dragon shred.
Eddie got. Oh, did Eddie store on purpose? I'm not too sure what happened there. I don't think so though. I think he was just trying to jump. I think he just got a store on accident while trying to jump airball.
Yeah, like gotta get down press first by accident.
Yeah, so I think if Lynx did look at the stream, he's probably a bit relieved because he's like, listen, even if I get grabbed by Baby, I still have a lead here. So I think, ooh, that little missile shot. Oh, okay, this is exactly what we're talking about.
Dude, he could die.
Oh, no.
Ah, no, Lynx.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Lynx is so clutch. I can't believe we pulled that off.
He did that on purpose, I think. He got hit by the
Rinka to delay. So getting hit by the Rinka allows you to not get hit by the Metroids anymore. But honestly, Ryan, in that scenario, I don't even know if that was the play because he's only latched by 1. So the health drop was it was crazy. Either way, Lynx clutched up, still calmly like executed that situation in the worst case and is leaving Metroid Room 4 2010 full HP. My god, that was insane.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that was so nuts.
Yo, had to make it close for the fans.
Having that clarity of mind, that was super close. Having that clarity of mind to be like, okay, I'm just gonna get hit by the Rinka. I have time. I'll bomb and do that. Missing the first bomb and then getting the second, that was nuts. Is Lynx supposed to be on that pillar right now? Does he want to be there? Okay, I guess so.
Setup that I did when you're.
Oh, I didn't know about the. No, but he was on the pillar. It was a little bit different. Yeah. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I thought it was just to the left. I don't do that strat, so I didn't know that's how it went.
Yeah, it's the cutie strat.
Yep. Looks like Eddie's having some actually really solid Metroid rooms, so he should blaze through. He might super this because he knows he probably saw he's a bit behind. He needs to just blast and go. Wow, really nice Metroid room 3 by Eddie. Eddie blasting these Metroid rooms, but yeah, kind of just comes down to the Metroid, the Mother Brain fight though for Eddie. Oh, sorry, for Lynx. Lynx needs to, you know, just execute this fight, and as you said earlier, it's kind of Lynx's fight to lose here. But honestly, this is no joke. He has 59 HP. He didn't do the missile boost. That's not a ton. It's still 60 shots. Like it's not easy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so of course, depending on the type of mistake you can make, like one mistake could just end it for Lynx. So
right. Eddie getting a nice baby skip just now. So Eddie actually had a really solid Torian.
Ooh, not full charging on a couple shots.
I can't get over how crazy clutch that Metroid room was. I cannot believe Lynx lived that, man. That was crazy. That was so scary. I'm really happy though, because Lynx often tells me he suffers from nerves, and clutching that up and not dying in a race setting is totally insane, I think. So I'm proud of Lynx. That was really good. Oh, scary onion rings.
Yeah.
Nice dodge there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, since he did like almost the full jump, but not quite, he made it in a way that the second volley would completely track him when he landed.
Yeah.
So he had to move forward to dodge it.
Oh, good cutscene from Lynx, by the way. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about when I say that, if you look at Mother Brain's right foot right now, and you see her little scraggly back toenail just touching the tip of the wall, when that happens, it actually speeds up this cutscene, and you save a few seconds. It's kind of crazy, and it's extremely rare. But yeah, Lynx getting a little bit of a good cutscene here. Pretty cool. But yeah, so pretty solid from Lynx. Lynx clutching out Mother Brain 2 fights. Pretty much cementing this victory for him, but you never know what can happen. You know, some people may know, I mean, people have thrown 41s and PBs at Mother Brain 3. I am a victim of that as well. One of my first, you know, big 41 4Xs before I had a 41, I actually got full comboed by Mother Brain 3, and I didn't have enough HP to even spark the climb, so yeah, pretty rough.
Yeah, same. It happened to me too.
That happened to Lynx, dude. Yeah. Unfortunately, I've taught that to Ryan as well, so.
Yeah, I'm teasing. I've never been close to 41. So.
No way Lynx misses Leodox jumps. No way Lynx misses escape and spark. No way Lynx bonks climb spark. No way Lynx saves animal, Eddie says in chat. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So Eddie's on that cope train right now a little bit, trying to see how Lynx may possibly crumble. But as I said, Lynx is so consistent. He's such a solid runner. The chance of Lynx crumbling here is like -4%, I think. So, but we'll see.
-4, indeed.
That being said, Eddie did have a really solid Torian. Like, you know, Eddie had to move fast, and Eddie's win condition there was, you know, Lynx either dying to MB2 or getting grabbed by Baby and having like a disaster Zeb room. But Lynx did not falter.
Yep.
All right, let's see this escape. Let's see if all those ain't no ways from Eddie comes to light.
No way Lynx forgets to split. That's a funny one. Just leaves the timer running and loses by race time.
Just loses by the race time. Oh my gosh.
Holy crap, that'd be way too funny. Alright, so Leodox room looking nice so far. Alright, until I said something.
It was like a small, you know, half, you know, 20 frame mistake just now, but Lynx is still cooking. Oof. Still leaving this room 234. That's extremely fast. Yep, nailing the Behe Spark. Looking really solid. Really solid escape so far.
Yeah, it's like a somewhat low 42.
He's cooking.
Flying through the parlor. Steam's trying to stop him, but he will not be stopped.
This is a really solid escape. Why is it called Behe Spark? Because he's the first one to do it. And it looks like LynxXUnlimited is your winner. Congrats to Lynx with a race time of 42:14. Yep. Good job, Lynx. That was really solid.
Yeah, excellent.
Wow, really good time, actually. 42:14. Wow. It's a good race time.
There's doing the commentator controls business.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yep. I don't know what's going on with those, so thank you, Ryan.
Hey, no problem, no problem. And yeah, once Star Marta's done, they should get the invite for post-race interview if they want to join the call. So once Eddie's run is done, then Markham is done, and soon both of them will come and chat and chill for a bit.
Oh, Lunix, you're acting why it's called Behe Spark? I think Behemoth's just the first person to start doing it, and figured it out. Behemoth has found out a lot of like little tech in this, and has like kind of cemented a lot of strategies that are now used today. Yo, what's up, Lynx? Congrats on the dub. Solid run, man. Actually, extremely good run. I think that's your best run time during this tournament so far.
Yeah, I think it is by a couple of seconds, maybe. Thank you guys
Yeah.
for coming, first of all.
Yeah, for
No
sure.
problem.
Congrats. Yeah, that was a really, really sick performance. Basically your only real hiccup was like what, Fantoon? Otherwise, this is like a 41 essentially.
Wait, did you miss my Metroid Room 1?
Oh
I
no, the
almost
Metroid
died.
Room 1. That was so crazy.
I had
Dude,
to
oh
hit the
my
rink
God.
to not to die.
I was wondering if you had to. I was like, because you were only latched by one, was the HP drain fast enough? I didn't know. I didn't know the math on that.
I mean, I have to review that, but I'm pretty sure if I didn't hit the Rinka, I would have been.
I mean, hitting the
okay.
rank is a good call anyways. I was just unsure. I knew if you had two on you, like for sure you hit the Rinka. But yeah, I was extremely scared. It was funny because I said the only... It was a little bit of a commentator curse. I was like, Lynx has a strong enough lead that the only real disaster that could happen, I think, is like Metroid Room 1. And then Metroid Room 1 happened. And yeah, that was crazy. Lynx hitting that Rinka, I think, brought him down to 14 HP and then rolled. The bomb didn't hit the Metroid and he had the bomb again. It was nuts. I was really scared.
Yeah, he missed like 2 bombs beforehand on the Metroid.
God,
so
that was
I think
really
that's why he
scary.
had to take the hit.
Yeah. Yo, what's up, Eddie? GG's.
What's up?
Well
GG.
played.
Yo, GG Eddie.
GG.
Yeah,
When I got to G4, I was watching Lynx in the Metroids. I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna die.
Oh man, that's crazy.
I'm like, oh my god, he's dead.
I was telling the guys here, I had to hit the Rinka in order not to die.
Yeah, that was a safe way. I think he might have had time. I literally just got to sit there and watch because I was in the G4 cutscene, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I don't think you had to hit the rink on the last one, but it was like that was like easier because
it was easier and a little less stressful because you don't see your health draining. I was thinking that too, Eddie. When you hit the Rinka, I don't think I would have, but I think it was still smart. Like it's still a good play because if 2 Metroids are on you, you for sure have to hit that Rinka. But yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, random main tech. That was wild. I mean, for vast majority of the run, it was super close. Eddie had a little bit of lead going. Actually, Eddie had a really strong early game. I think he entered Fantoon at 10:15. Lynx not too far behind. And then you guys both kind of had a little bit of Fantoon struggies. Lynx actually almost dying at Fantoon too.
Oh my God.
Lynx was at 28 HP. It was a second round right mid. And Flame was behind Lynx while opening up on Fantoon on the right. So Lynx had to open up, roll under the left Flame, grab the health, and then hit the Fantoon. So yeah, a lot of Lynx had some close moments, man. It was close.
I might 3 rounds
Yeah.
slow. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah, the trippy slow.
Eddie
But
had
yes,
what? Slow, I mean, Lynx had what? Slow mid, or was it slow mid slow? I
yeah,
forget.
slow mid. Yep.
slow mid, yeah.
That's why I
Gosh.
lost. Oh,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
gonna win
that's why.
again.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh my
Okay.
god. I can't
Yeah.
believe he won because of luck.
Get out of
Unbelievable.
here, random man. Get out of here.
Your
Oh,
closet
rip, G.
rando man.
The random man.
Lynx
Oh,
plays like
man.
30 randos a day, and then he turns on a stream. I'm playing
Yeah.
80%.
I'm an any percent main.
I'm 80%
Yeah.
guy.
The real struggies, I think the biggest like turning point sort of felt like Ridley for you, Eddie. Ridley had some struggies there. I don't know how that like affected you in the race, or if you were like, oh man, what's going on here?
Well, Ridley had me all day because I played a rando earlier, and he killed me like 5 times in that.
Oh no,
I think that's
the Ridley mind games guy. Ridley had your number before you even started.
Causing me to lose by like half an hour to Oates.
Yeah,
in a rando race, and then Lynx out here. Lynx is the one that sort of like was the one that I talked back and forth with him when we were talking about the beam fight minute, because most people at the higher levels play X Factor at this point, but Lynx is one of the few ones that don't, right? So like we were talking about it, and that's kind of how the whole minute came up. I don't know if you were able to get any Lynx, but I had the bad RNG on the start. Yeah. So I had the bad one, but then I also kind of mistimed my jump a little bit. So he normally he does this like clockwise soup where he kind of like goes around the room in a clockwise way, and I can usually like get him back into a manip, but I kind of jumped late, so he just went into this like lunge, and he lunged like directly at me and like knocked me into the acid kind of. Yeah, and then like I tried to get back into the mid, but I messed it up, and then he lunged at me again. So I just like got bodied like twice at the beginning.
Yeah,
set the mood for the rest of the fight basically. So
yeah,
that was kind of no good.
Yeah, it was a rough start.
So the manip on the bad opener is a real thing. Okay, because I was messing around with that like months ago, and I was like wondering if it was consistent, because I was like able to sometimes avoid getting hit and get him back into doing
there's three things that can mainly happen. One, he goes into like a lunge, and then you can kind of keep trying to get him to go into a lunge, which is like the manip. There's one where he pogos and then flips back into a lunge, so then he goes like slowly clockwise, and that kind of is not the greatest, but like you can make it work. It's a little tricky. And then the worst, I think, is if he just like pogos and then keeps rolling pogos, and then he goes into just a pogo, and I think that's just like kind of the worst one.
Yeah, it's like the two where either he does the pogo in the wall, and then he like starts coming clockwise above the screen, and then there's one where he pogos like in the center of the room. And then
I think one of the kind of the point where things kind of went downhill was when I missed the Metal Pirate Spark.
Yeah, that was kind of rough.
I got some supers back, so it wasn't the worst, but like then
it actually made your supers even when you guys
with
were
each other,
Metal Pirates, but then you had a little bit of shambles pre Ridley as well, so Lynx ended up with 2 more supers on the fight as well.
Because Lynx got scammed on drops from the Pirates for
so Lynx
had to burn a few.
I wanted to ask you, Lynx, I know that during the race with me you said you can sometimes get nervous if you look at the race and see that you're even. I was curious, at what points were you looking at the restream?
No, I just picked at bowling, and that's it.
Bowling, and that's it. You didn't look at G4 this time.
No, I just can't. I mean, like if I'm in a really rough spot where I don't know, I go to G4 with 50 health, and I need to check like if I need to be aggressive or not. Like in some specific situations I will pick, but otherwise it just adds to my nerves, so I prefer just avoid that.
Wow, so only peeking at G4 bowling alley, that's pretty cool. So but then when you peeked there, you must have saw that it's like pretty much even.
Yeah, it was like anybody's game at that point, so not too worried.
What about you, Eddie? I was curious, when you were you watching it essentially the whole time, or were you doing like strategical peaks?
I peeked every once in a while when I just had some time. I don't know if nervous is the right word, but like if I always try to have them like up fully in the beginning. Like if I feel like I have a strong chance of winning, like I'm heavily favored in the match, I might just have it up the whole time just to kind of get an idea.
Right.
But like against someone like Lynx, it's not so much that like it makes me nervous, but more so that it kind of constantly distracts me if it's in the corner of my eye, because I'm kind of thinking like, now I want to see like every single room. Am I pulling ahead or am I falling behind?
Right.
So I realize I have to actually like not look unless it's like kind of, you know, bowling. I usually look after like when there's like a long time to maybe some sort of fanfare or something like that, and it's like kind of a crucial moment.
Right.
So sometimes I look like after the bot tune, I think during the Dragon fight, I took a peek and stuff like that, right? Because I needed to know during the bot tune. I'm like, okay,
for sure. That's the thing that's interesting, because there's only I'm the same way too, Eddie. Like when I raced Lynx, actually, in Drewski, I only had my phone, but I would cover it with like my glasses cleaning cloth. And like during bowling, I would peek, and then I think during G4 is the only other time I peek. So, because there's only a few times. Oh no, sorry, during the Ridley kill or whatever, I peeked, because there's only a few moments when you can really change your strat. There's only so many things you can do, and one of the biggest things is grabbing the Ridley E-tank, right? And then like at G4, you can then decide, you know, oh, I'm only like 20 seconds behind. I'm just gonna like go crazy on the Metroid rooms. And, like,
I peeked after the Ridley thing. I was like pretty sure I was gonna be behind after that, especially because I think during the LN elevator, I saw that he was 10 seconds ahead of me.
Yep.
I knew after what happened at Ridley and Metal Pirates and all that, I was like pretty confident I was behind, and my health was a little sketchy. So before the drops happened and stuff like that, I did peek to see where I was, and I'm like, I'm not grabbing this tank no matter what.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
No matter
So
what
like,
you were.
I'm going basically. Yeah.
Your health was definitely sketchy, but I was happy to see Ridley kind of hooked you up there, like all big health and supers. It was pretty nice.
Yeah, it was good. I was getting ready to do the deboost and through Musketeers. In the end, I kind of deboosted. Not the way I wanted to, but yeah, I deboosted.
I was worried about that because you got hit early and didn't get the boost, and you were like still down there. I was like, this could be bad. Like they're all messed up now.
Yeah.
You had 2 more hits still, but it was like pretty scary. I was like,
no, you could just die because
you could die there easily.
Easily just take 3 hits on the way up if you don't really know what's going on. So
yeah.
Lost the best pace of my life half a week ago with that same amount of health.
Yeah,
it's like, got hit twice, and then on the when I tried to jump over the top Musketeer and morph, I got the bad frame when I jumped, so we were like lateral with each other at my peak height, so I just died.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you kidding me? So it happens.
Yep, that can definitely happen. It's brutal. Unfortunately for you, Eddie, Lynx was just moving, dude. Lynx was just like, Lynx had the hiccups and scary moments, but yeah, Lynx was just he was that runner of consistency. He was literally just cooking. But scary moments, definitely very scary moments for Lynx. Oh my god. Fantoon, Metroid Room 1. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys don't hear that, do you?
No.
Okay, good.
Huh?
Yeah, I had some mistakes like here and there, but I'm like, overall this isn't too bad. And I'm like, man, okay, he's cooking. Like Lynx is getting further ahead.
I mean, the thing is, you were doing some really amazing rooms. Actually, like your climbing parlor was like crazy. You actually caught, like, Lynx was ahead by like 2 seconds, and you like caught up to him by the time you guys got the bump tree. So it's like you were executing some rooms extremely well. Like you were catching up, and it was basically an incredibly close race until Ridley, and then Lynx started widening the gap basically from there on out. But until then, like, it was still like neck and neck, and you guys were trading leads. It was still a really good race. But yeah, it was great, and I was happy to do commentary for it. My once student, now sensei, essentially Eddie, and my original mentor Lynx, and someone who encouraged me to push 1 rounds and just was always in my chat when I was a youngling. So yeah, it was great to come for you guys.
I like how you beat Lynx and then Lynx beat me.
Yeah.
That puts me at the bottom.
Eddie's at the bottom of the food
Oh,
chain
the
now.
bottom.
Yeah, we have to put Ego Eddie on check, you know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay, rando links.
Yeah, the sensei stays on top.
Yep. Oh my god. Oh, it's
Live it
true. I'm
down
on
the
the top
kids.
of the food chain now. Matt Brando, my next hurdle to conquer. Yeah. I'm going to get off of here, guys. Thank you so much. Shout outs to SGL and Zenny and everyone setting up this tournament. Congrats again to Lynx. I'm hoping to see Lynx, run a tear through the rest of the losers bracket. But yeah, GG's Eddie, GG's Lynx, and thanks for coming with me, Ryan.
Yo, for sure. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
And
I'm out of here, guys. GG's.
All right, so yeah, I guess before I end this episode, so we do have another race on Speed Gaming 3 with Mr. Guy Average versus Scotty Crow. So commentators will be Exact Science and Valerian for that. So yeah, coming up in about 58 minutes from now. So stay tuned. And the other scheduled match on Saturday we have Zos versus Rhea, and got Just Defend and Zenny commentating for that. So yeah, I've got 2 heater matches coming up pretty soon. Unsure about the channel for that one. We'll find out later in the date. So with that, hope y'all enjoyed and see you next mission.